Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Flagstaff Highwall 27KS pop-up trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you're going to leave room for your awning, and on both ends you're going to leave room for your bunks. But I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. They're both going to be at the front of the unit on your off campsite. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is stabilize this unit. We'll start by leveling it. Come up here to your tongue jack. You got a night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply raise or lower until you're level. Once we got our unit level, we're going to go around and stabilize it. On all four corners you have these stabilizing jacks. You're just going to use your hand crank and run those down until they're taut. Remember, our unit's level. We just want to run them down until they're nice and taut on front and back. Once we got our unit level and stable, we can go ahead and open the unit up. First thing we're going to do is walk around and unlatch our top. We've done our off camp side. Unlatch these. Got all four of those unlatched. One more move before we lift this up. We get in here and grab our AC air conditioning plug. We're going to pull that out, give it a little slack here, and we're going to plug it in right up here. So now when we lift this, we don't have to worry about climbing up top to plug this in. Sure all four of our snaps are undone. And what we're watching is this red cable here. We're watching for that to get taut. That is nice and tight. That's as far as we want to go up, and you see we're already plugged up there now. One more move here. Unclamp these. Lift and turn. Grab your door. Pull it straight towards you. Now before pulling our ends out, I want to show you the tech mark down here where your slots are. We're going to come up inside our unit. And put our safety brackets. Got two on the front and two on the back. They are marked. So you've got a curved end and a long end. This little curved end is going to go where that is marked. Now the reason to mark them, a lot of times you'll pull these out and you can't see where that goes up underneath there. Put this down on your bottom one. Do the same in the front. Two will go in the front, set up the same way. One here, one there. So both those, and then lastly our safety brackets. Got a flat squared end and a tapered end. We're gonna take that tapered end, we're gonna go up, squared end down here, push that in there. Now whatever corner you put this on, kitty corner is where you want the other one. So rear right, we're gonna put the other one up in the front left. If you were to put that here, put the other one in the other rear. So opposite corners on these safety brackets. Put our other bars in, then we'll pull our beds out. All right, once we've got our bed holders on here, we're gonna come up here and pull it all the way out here. And again, you got the black bars to hold that from, you'll know where it's all the way in. Now we'll go around and start on your corners. You've got a corner piece that comes down, and then this. Put your corner piece around, and still be folded from the factory. Then fold it around that corner first. It's actually a snap. And Velcro. Snap. Velcro that all the way down. It's going to do nothing but seal up your bed, which is a good thing. Pull these down. And then lastly, we'll take this string, untie the knot, bring it up underneath, and hook that right in there in your canvas. Actually, it's not canvas, but in your material. Tricky to do one-handed, but we'll get her. Alright, get that in there. So that's going to hold it underneath there for you. Velcro the other side, snap your corner, put these in. And now we are going to go around and zip all of our corners down. Might have to get inside to finish zipping it down. And then lastly, bring a flap around our box. We're going to do that all the way around the unit real quick. I've got the ends ready. Now let's go to our sides. Lift up and turn. Lift and turn. Grab your handle here. Pull it straight out towards you. You'll feel it stop. Again, we're going to start sealing up our area. Put our Velcro down on our sides. Repeat in the front here as well. Pulling these over. Just preparing that we've got bars to push the top out once we're up in there. So get this all ready for that. I'm doing a quick and hasty job of it, but get the point of wanting to seal your unit up here. Got them all done. Let's go ahead and go up inside. Show you where we keep our bars. So make sure it's all the way out here. So as we come in the unit, to my left here, we're gonna turn on a bunch of lights. Don't need the Wi-Fi turned on yet. Let's go to our bunks. Underneath our bunks, our beds. You find a pole. A shepherd's hook, almost. Yeah, I've got a curved end on one. Straight flat end on the other. That straight round end is going to come up underneath all of this. Go to our pole here. And we are going to stick that right in here and push that out. Actually, I should have went over top of my netting. And then we are going to, this is a two-hand job, we're going to push this up in here. So I fixed that by putting the pole above the netting. This is how these will hook in right there. I will admit they're a little buggery. You gotta push them kind of hard to get them in there. Same thing down here. And this end. And then in your dinette area, you've got a short one. In your dinette area, take your cushions off here. Underneath here will be a couple bars. Pull them up out of the way. And remove our table. Just set it to the side for now. Set my bars in. Either end doesn't matter. I'm just going to flip this table up on here. I'm just going to set some cushions around. We'll go a long one in the back. Down the middle. Cushion short. Excuse me. Yep, cushion short on this end. Same thing on this corner. Short end back there. Always remember zipper down. Now these do have some Velcro on the back. That'll help hold on to them little pieces right there. That's how your dinette sets up. In your storage will be a couple of fan lights. Show you how those go in here. So actually just clip on here. Try to do it softly with one hand. It's easier to get them in there. Don't snap too far. Grab this end, plug it in here. You've got a light and a fan. You can also clip it from this end and have it pointing down and out. So several ways to use this. Plug that, you got one on each end. And for your dinette area, there is a different one. I'll grab that and set that up. So we got this all set up in here. Go back up outside. Make sure all of our ends are the way they need to be. Now that we're all set up out here, let me walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. Down here will be your plug for your separate AC, so that will run a separate plug power. Again, your main power, city water connection, an outdoor shower. Here we've got a cable hookup, access to the back of your fridge, your water heater, storage accessible from indoors. It's just a vent for your heater. Down here is where we'll dump our gray waters. There's where we'll store our sewage. And there's our sewage tank. The spare tire cover. On the front here is a quick connect LP. And a griddle to use it on. That is a flue for your furnace. Two things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. And two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. Got an outdoor docking light. A couple of 110s. Another vent. This is, again, for your potable water. Lip for your griddle with quick connect LP right here. Storage here. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's set up your water. So at campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting lines in your unit. Always use this when hooking up water. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Alright, so hook that up, hook up your hose. Don't turn your hose on yet. Come on over here to your hot water heater. Let's make sure our drain plug's in. This will lift right off here. Drain plug, make sure it's in there. Some plumber's tape around it. Putty will gum up on you. Get some plumber's tape around there. Once that's in there nice and snug, then you know that you can go ahead and turn on your water. Now if your water's been on, once you go inside, open up your water tap. Make sure you get all the air out of the lines. Once all the air is out of the lines, you get a nice steady flow of water. Then you'll know that your hot water heater is full. Or another way to check that is to lift up on your pressure release valve. Spin that around here, lift up on that. If you get water coming out, you also notice it's full. Now let's say you're going to go camping and we're not going to hook up at a campsite. We're going to go boondocking or dry camping. In that case, we'll just fill up our potable water, which happens to be over on your campsite. Now no need for a water pressure regulator here. You simply use a hose. There's two ways to tell that it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Two, on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tank, there's also a freshwater signal to tell you when this is full. Don't leave this while you're filling it. Do not leave unattended. Once it's full, remove that hose, put your cap on, and then whenever you want to utilize that fresh water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. Alright, we went around the entire unit here. I don't know if I mentioned this, your antenna, outdoor speaker, and a porch light. But we've covered everything out here. Let's go inside. To your left immediately is your fire extinguisher. Make sure everybody that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is in case of an emergency. Up above that, your information for your Wi-Fi. Ranger, this is a Ranger that'll help you to be able to pick up the camp's Wi-Fi better, even if you're at the back of the campsite. Turn that on there, and then these are all lights, floodlights, awning lights, and ceiling lights. 110 above that. Next, that's your sound system. If I can pick up any channels inside this metal building, I doubt it, but we'll give it a scan. But you are dual zoned here. Yeah, probably not too much in here. Anyway, indoors and outdoors. Let's see. You usually pick up a channel around here. I thought I heard something there. You can hear the radio working here. Oh, there was a little something. Just we're inside. We're not going to pick up much, but Bluetooth, AM, FM, auxiliary. Nice sound system. Below that, that's the template telling the text where it's wired for solar. In case you have pre-wired, in case you haven't decided to wire the whole unit for solar. A couple USB ports. Cooktop here. When your gas is full, turn this on. Turn this to light. Hit your spark over here to your right. Hit it, turn it to your right, and that'll spark it up and light it. Same thing on the oven. No need for a pilot light. Turn it to that little flame right there. Hit your spark down here, then turn it to the desired temperature. Rock that down for an oven light. Sink, of course, you see you have a folding spout. Top here, this is a hanger. Reach up in there, pull that down. A portable closet here. You have a vent up here. Let's come up here and turn that on. You can change the speeds. You will have to hand crank this to open it. Both of your mattresses are heated. There's where you plug it in, and then just plug it into the 110 here. Same thing on each other end. This is a vent release for your furnace. Back here is a little control panel. Here's where you can turn on your water pump when using that fresh water. Here's where you can tell the levels of your tanks. Now there's your battery, there's your fresh water, there's your gray water, there's your black water. Here is your griddle to use outdoors. It's your elite griddle that's set up on the stand outside. Your wet shower. There's a curtain that goes around this. Smoke alarm. AC, get that plugged in separately and get that running. Again, we went through the dinette area. We're down here. For your fridge, lift that up, turn that on. This will run several ways here. Let's start with, there we go, auto. You can go DC, you can go battery, you can go AC. Auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're on gas. Or make it strictly gas. If that light flashes right here, check your gas. Go to the right, 1 through 5 being the coldest over here. Open it by pushing up on this while you pull out. The correct hand here. There we go. Some paperwork in there. Storage and your water pump. 110 with GFCI reset. Cable. Battery box and fuses. Got a 40, a 30, a 20, a 10, 7.5. You got quite a variety there. Have a handful of those with you when you go camping. So here's where you'll turn on your hot water heater. And here's your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mentioned that's 12 volts, always running off your battery. So if you are out boondocking, dry camping somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, disconnect the battery to keep this from running your battery down if you're going to be gone all day. A couple other accessories. We'll bring your door down. Alright, we're going to go up in here and set your door up. So the way it sets up in here, this door clapped over. Just turn that so you'll be able to pull that up out of here. Coming down to this end, we are going to release our snaps. Don't worry, it's going to hang from a cable. See how that's hanging now? I'm going to lift and pull this up out of here. And I'm going to let this come all the way down to the floor. Alright. That's down. These are going to slide all the way down to this end here. Alright, so the cable's all the way to this end. Now down here, we're going to take this little hook and we're going to put it inside here. Same thing on both sides. Alright, so that'll sit down in there on each side. You may have to unhook this and open the door to get it to pull up in there, but you see how that latches. Now we're going to come up here and start putting our Velcro on the front and back. That's going to get our door nice and tight all the way up. Same thing inside and out. Close this door here. Start my outside, go to the inside, repeat it. And there's your door. Come to the inside. Pull these out to hold the door in. And down here, pull it in and turn it in. And up top here, These will turn down, clamp that on there. Alright, so that's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite and close the unit up. Let's start by putting our cushions back down. I put my table back down in the sleeping position, put my legs and my corner cushions underneath, tuck that one down. Now we're just gonna reverse the process of most things. Push this in, give it a good pull out. Again, that was easier with 2 hands. Now we'll just take these poles, tuck them up underneath your mattress. Repeat the process down here, as well as here. I'm just going to let them fold in. This one on the side may need a little persuasion. Grabbing it and bringing it in. And one thing I want to note on this, on your dinette part, you want to bring this bar down into your area here so that our ends don't catch on it. Get these all done. Got all of our beds done. Let's go ahead and go around and unzip our corners. Do that all the way around. Go back outside. On our ends, make sure we unsnap our string, unvelcro, untuck. Pretty much get everything back outside the way it was when we pulled it out. Everything tucked back up in, string as well. Get them ready to push back in. I've got everything up. I want to show you where to put this door. Now you get up underneath here, and you see we're going to tuck those into here. Try this with 2 hands and see if you can see it from here. Once I've got them in, I'm going to swing this up. Bring this, snap around, and snap on like so. We back up, see if you can see that better. Again, these will slide in here, and our bungee will hold that there. One more thing on these outsides, make sure you take these and tuck them around inside here. Now, our bunks have to lift up over top of these metal pieces. Use your 2 hands. One hand's going to be working here. Slide it in. Now just make sure as you're sliding in, you're clearing all the canvas. Again, we'll just push them in, making sure as they go in, we're throwing everything in that should be in. Same thing on the back here, we'll push that in. I've got our ends tucked in pretty good. We're going to just remove our bars. I'll set them inside shortly. Both ends. And also remove our safety brackets. Remember to remove those or your rig won't close. Alright. Tuck these up inside. Come over here. Shut off all of our lighting. Put these inside. Fold our door up and then close this door. This door needs to be closed before bringing everything down. So we've gotten everything tucked away pretty good. Let's come on back over here to our power winch and hit down. Comes down pretty quick. I like to go about halfway and then go through and start tucking our material in. One more thing on these sides, make sure that you turn these and lock them in before closing everything up. So again, we'll just go through, tuck everything, bring it down, tuck. I usually come down about 3 times. Again, tuck from here. That's true, we get it down. I'm gonna go around and put these clamps on. These are adjustable too. If it's too tight, turn these to the left, it'll loosen it. Go around, get all those on. If we're out boondocking, bring up your stabilizing jacks and get up underneath here and dump your fresh water drain. It is going to be right at your freshwater tank right there. Everywhere else, unhook your power, your water, your cable, and head on up to the dump station. Bring up your stabilizing jacks and head on up to the dump station. Park accordingly for your dump. Your dump is all the way at the rear of the unit. You got a 10-foot hose comes in your convenience pack. Hook that up, pull that black handle back there. And once that black handle is done, go ahead and close that up. You can, if you want, go inside and pour some water down through the toilet. That'll help clean that out for you. When that's done, close that up. Come over here and pull this gray tank. That's going to be fresh water. It's your sink and shower water. When that's done, take the sewage hose, store it right there in your sewage holder, and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Flagstaff Highwall for many years to come. Happy camping.